Hello and welcome back to Civilization 6. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are continuing with our attempted American continent. We have Philadelphia, Washington, Charleston, and New York all doing their thing. Charleston currently working on a granary, New York working on a monument, Washington producing an aqueduct, and Philadelphia producing a campus. So, as we tend to do, we'll go to the next turn. We do have a bit of research going on over here with construction, and we have a civic being worked on in the form of military training. But I would actually like to have a little look at the tech tree, because I know that I sort of want to head towards possibly military engineering, but I'm looking specifically, I suppose, for gunpowder, because that lets me build musketmen. And it also shows nicer on the map. So we are actually going to need to go from construction straight to stirrups, because it looks like that goes straight into gunpowder. So that's what we're going to have to do there, I reckon. Because then that goes into metal casting, which gets me the bombard unit, which leads into ballistics, which gets me the field cannon. And from ballistics, we of course get into steel eventually, which lets us get battleships and artillery, and eventually we get combustion, which can get us tanks. And basically, this is going to be the part of the game where we start advancing kind of quickly. We're going to be very, very quickly going from bows and arrows to guns and muskets and weaponry like that. We do, of course, have to worry about the Scythian Empire, who looks very keen on trying to pick a fight with me. I'm not entirely keen on that myself, but I don't really think I'm going to get much of a choice, so we'll maybe just bunker down in New York there a little bit. I have these 4 units along this front. Hopefully, I'm not going to need to use them, but they do have a battering ram up here. They do have some swordsmen. I don't have swordsmen, and interestingly, swordsmen are the unit that you turn into musketmen, so I'm probably going to want to look into getting some swordsmen. I can now get them now that we have this iron mine here, which is, it's great news. Of course, I'm not going to get rid of any of the current productions, so we are going to be waiting just a little bit. But what I will do is perhaps build a farm just there. My progress towards feudalism has advanced considerably. Good, good, good. And we'll have you guys move there at one point and build a farm on that tile as well. It might be worth looking into grabbing a couple of tiles in there at some point, but the natural expansion of Charleston and New York will probably grab those for me, which is completely fine. Rumor has that Egypt has declared war on Carthage. I'm not too worried about that. I'm noticing Scythia hasn't actually moved any units just for a while there, so that's promising. I think maybe heading down here and getting a pasture on the go would be a pretty good idea. We can get those horses as a resource. We do, of course, have incense over here as a luxury resource. We're getting 13.9 gold per turn, which isn't quite as much as I would like, but it's certainly better than nothing. A few more trade routes are definitely worth looking into at some point, but oh, hello, you're bringing up catapults as well. That is that is worrying. I'll be honest, that is really, really worrying. Can I? When do I get something like monarchy? Because monarchy gives me a lot more in the way of military policies. We have the Merchant Republic, gives me some economic ones, and then, to be honest, I might be inclined to look into Merchant Republic. I think that could be maybe be a thing to do. It gives us discount on gold purchases. It gives me some trade routes as well, which I think would be really useful. I think I might look into Merchant Republic. That could be a good one to go for. That's my current list of policies, fair enough. Yeah, I think we might look into Merchant Republic. Let's get a pasture built there. And let's have you guys head over here and start working on some farms in that area as well. Now we will choose a new civic. Civil service will give me the ability to form alliances, which is actually very useful. Sort of. I don't know how useful it's going to be in an AI game. I mean, obviously I'm playing, but I don't know how useful it is with actual AI characters, because I've formed alliances in some stream games and some off-camera games, but The AI never seems interested in coming to help, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Feudalism will give me farm improvements gain +1 food for each adjacent farm improvement when 3 farm improvements are adjacent to each other. Again, not bad, but I don't know if I really need it. I think I'll go for it anyway, though, just because I can. As for envoys, I am possibly going to send another one to Seoul so I can get bonus science in my campus districts, which I think would be nice. So, hold on, is that just when producing wonders, buildings, and districts? It might very well be worth getting a little bit of bonus production. I think that might be a really good idea, actually, because I realize I do produce buildings and districts quite a bit. You know, these guys are they're all doing buildings or a district, so getting a little bit more production towards those things might actually be a really good idea. We could have went to Seoul, and we could have got another boost to science, and we are building a campus at the moment. Do we have a campus here? I'm not really sure. We have construction, though, which is interesting. Now, you are going to build me a farm, and you're going to be consumed in the process. Then over here, I want to build a farm as well, because there's actually some rice there, which is going to be a bonus resource. And in terms of research, where was I wanting to go? I've completely forgotten. Stirrups, if I remember correctly. Apprenticeship will actually give me more production from the mine improvement, and it is only 8 turns, but I want to sort of go straight for it. Now, stirrups, if I have the feudalism civic, will get a boost, so that's not bad. Feudalism has already been boosted as well, so we are going to eventually get around to boosting stirrups, which will be quite good. Hopefully. Now, you guys, this is getting to be a bit more of an army around here, isn't it? That is concerning, is what I'll call it. It is certainly concerning. Now, I have a few farms around here, which is quite nice. New York should have plenty of food coming in. Not much in the way of production, unfortunately, but we can certainly make that work. We can expand over this way a little bit, and we can expand down here a little bit, and we can get that enhanced production. Oh, I'm waiting on this war. I really am. I hate saying it over and over again, but I am just waiting on a war coming in, because I know it's going to happen. Let's go ahead and have my scout, I guess, fortify until healed. I don't know what... What is this? Major defeat against Carthage warrior. Are we at war? No, never mind. So why are you injured? And why can't I set you to... Oh, no, I can. Go and auto-explore. Keep that up. I'm also pretty sure most of the continent has now been discovered. So if I go and have a look at the continent view... yes. So we now have a fair idea of just how much land I need to take over. And this is going to be a lengthy, tedious process, and I know that I've been quite slow with my movement towards taking over the continent, but we're getting there. Well, I'm going to have to deal with the Scythian Empire eventually, which is kind of why I'm trying to rush Musketmen, because if I can rush Musketmen, I have a complete ranged advantage. Musketmen will tear through a lot of their troops. I'm hoping I can make it work. I'm hoping I can push into that thing before they can. My knowledge of military engineering has been boosted. Beautiful news, beautiful news. Let's choose a production here, and I think what I want to go for is... The Terracotta Army is maybe useful. All units will get a promotion level. All archaeologists from the owner may enter foreign lands without open borders. Must be built on grassland. I mean... Interestingly, the Terracotta Army in Civ 6 doesn't double your army, which is why I'm not entirely sure I'm interested in it. Whilst I would get a promotion level for all of my units, I think I would rather just have more units. So we're going to get a swordsman, possibly another trader. I mean, that would be kind of nice. We don't currently have another trade route, though, and I think feudalism... Does it give us another trade route? I don't actually remember. It was naval tradition gives me another trade route. Okay. Well, that's slightly annoying. We do just need more trade route capacity. Would... Oh, I don't know. I don't know what would do that. Let's just get the swordsman. Let's grab some swordsmen. It's only going to take 2 turns to get them as well, which is great news. Charleston's also set to go ahead and make some as well. We don't have the iron to do it, though. Which is a shame. Definitely a shame, but I'm tempted to go for a commercial hub because that'll give me more trade route capacity. It is just 33 turns to build it. The entertainment complex will give you more amenities. The actual question there is, do we need them? I don't know that we do. So what are we going to build in Charleston? A campus would obviously lead to more science. A harbor would be good for the... That's also a trade route capacity for the harbor. That's very tempting, actually. Let's build the harbor. I don't think I have a harbor yet, do I? Well, I couldn't, because that's my first city on the coast as well. So we'll have Charleston there. As for production in New York, maybe a builder. 13 turns to do it, but it might be worth getting a builder and buying one of these tiles to enhance the production in New York. We could look into catapults, siege towers, all that stuff. But we could also look into the commercial hub, which 33 turns is a lot, but it would mean that we have another trade route, which is something I'm going to want. I also think New York, I would like you to buy a tile. I would like you to buy that one. And that'll be fine. So that's actually cut off this area, which is really nice. It means we have a slightly more secure front line there. So let's head to the next turn and see what's going on here. We have a couple of trade routes going back and forth. It's also going to be nice to get these extra trade routes, these extra 2 trade routes, because it means I'm going to have roads going back and forth too. Because we have a road that goes the whole way from Washington, by the looks of it. Yeah, the whole way from Washington down to here. Which is quite nice. So that's useful. I wonder if they're putting... Oh, hello. Here's the advance. I wonder if I can say... I wonder if, like, there's an option in the game that's like, hey, enough. Enough of your nonsense. The thing is, I don't want to annoy them. That's the thing. I really don't want to annoy them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all my units back into my own territory. Although it might be a better idea to move my crossbowmen back even further. Because if I move my crossbowmen back and then put my swordsmen in the front line, it means the crossbowmen are in a position to fire over the top of my swordsmen, and then the enemy can't get through my swordsmen. So with that, let's go to production and let's look at another swordsman. 1 turn for it. We're going to have to hope that this works. This is a good incentive, though. I will say, this is a very good incentive to go ahead and actually get this army that I've been talking about for a while. It's a very good incentive. So, I want these swordsmen to go there. I want these crossbowmen to go there. I want these crossbowmen to go there. And my swordsmen to push forward. So there we go. So we have 2 catapults, 2 swordsmen, 2 crossbowmen. And I think I might want more swordsmen. Possibly spearmen, but they're mostly from mounted units, which they're not really throwing at me. They do have a lot of swordsmen. Possibly then we go for crossbowmen, although it's going to take a little while. I was just thinking, if we go crossbowmen, I can put some there and then put another swordsman there, and we have an extra line of defense, but we can get swordsmen super quickly, so I'm just going to keep going with those and head to the next turn. You guys can fortify. Might be better for those crossbowmen to be there instead. Scythia has denounced the evil deeds of Egypt. Let them, I suppose. Now, this is interesting. Can I get you to... I kind of wanted them all to move. I don't want my swordsmen to have to take a long time to get around there, so I'll just move them all down 1. There we go. And I'll move this crossbowman to that spot. As for more production, we are currently not doing great with gold. I assume one of my trade routes has just ended. So, encampment training will... District-based project which provides gold and great general points. District-based... let's give that a shot. I don't really know what it does. As for this trade route, I mean, we could go to New York and get a small bonus there. We could go down there as well. +9 from there. Is there anywhere where I'm going to get more than +9? Yes, there is, actually. Let's get a nice plus 11 there, plus some science as well. So I'll begin that trade route. And this crossbowman's going to need orders. I think he's probably fine to just sort of bunker down there. These knights, or the swordsmen, are all going to sort of do the same thing. And I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait for the war declaration, because it's coming. It's a coming. And until it does, my front line is... This is a stalemate if I ever saw one. I don't want to declare war on them, and I don't know if they want to do it to me. Like, I don't know if the AI is trying to be, like, threatening or what it's trying to play out here. I don't know how... My other worry is that I'm thinking too much about it, and I'm reading too much into it, and what's happening here is the AI is doing something that's got nothing to do with me, or, like, they are just going to straight up declare war in a second. Like, I'm worried I'm thinking way too hard about it. Okay, so we got stirrups. That's perfect. And we got feudalism as well. Really good timing there. Really good timing. I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to look at research first. Because... Now, interestingly, I can't go for what I want to go for. Stirrups, like I said, sort of lead into gunpowder, but I need what first? Military engineering is needed first. That's fine. If I build an aqueduct, it's boosted. It's already boosted. Gunpowder can be boosted by building an armory. Which I don't know if I'm going to be able to do, but we'll see. Civil service for alliances. Mercenaries for an envoy. 9 turns for an envoy would be kind of nice as well, so I kind of think I'm going to go for the envoy. We have a policy slot needing filled as well. So, let's make sure these are all kind of up to date. They are. City defense, I think. Just whilst we're kind of in this really awkward spot with this army on our border. As for an envoy, we could send one to Seoul and get more science in every campus district. We could send one there, which will give me +2 production in the capital when producing wonders buildings and districts. Jakarta will give me +4 gold in the capital. I kind of like the sound of that. So we'll just go for the straight gold boost. And hop to the next turn. So it's going to be 3 more turns on the encampment training. You're about to finish the campus. 29 turns on the harbor and 27 turns on the commercial hub. Not a big deal at all. Alright, so now that the campus is done, I can build a library, which will give me +2 science, a citizen slot, and all that stuff. 7 turns for it as well. I think that's probably a good idea. I can still get the encampment, which is a military district. We do have an encampment over here. That's where my units keep spawning from. An aqueduct could be useful as well. It's not so bad. An entertainment complex will give me amenities, or amenities. I think I'll go straight for the library to boost my science. And I think we're all right. How's New York doing? When is Oh, hello. You're denouncing me. I don't care. I'm not really worried about being denounced. Apparently it's because I'm weak. We'll see about that. As for New York, 22 turns left until it grows. Charleston's 4 turns left until it grows. That's fine by me. There is a great person to be claimed. Alright, this one. +5 combat strength and +1 movement to medieval and Renaissance era land units within 2 tiles. Grants 1 promotion level and 25% combat experience to a military land unit. So this is Genghis Khan. Alright. Must be on a tile with a land military unit. Let's go there. And consume him. Because I might as well. So, this guy here can now be promoted. And giving him more combat strength against melee and ranged units seems like a pretty good idea. So we'll do that. We'll see if we can get this army to be kind of kitted out before it actually goes to war. We do have some barbarians coming up the south a little bit here. Not too worried about them. Hopefully we can deal with that. This swordsman, I suppose, can do nothing. Washington, on the other hand, I actually realize I probably want to get some builders. Because I think I can increase my production a little bit just out there. And I can get some production going down here as well and sort of help upgrade New York a little bit, which I think is probably a really good idea. I would like to upgrade Charleston, but that's not really going to happen anytime soon. Also looks like the Congo's chasing these barbarians, so I'll leave them to it and let them do what they're doing. Definitely getting there with medieval engineering. It's going to be 5 turns for mercenaries, 6 for medieval engineering. And my trade routes are still going ahead. I realize... Oh boy. Scythia has a lot of cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That kind of explains where all of this is coming from. But I reckon I can make it work. I don't really... Oh, hello. Yeah, keep going. You're just gonna... You can complain about me all you like. I'm, What's wrong with you? What's your problem? Would you like to visit our nearby... Would you like to visit? It is settled. Goodbye. Have I just met... What? Okay, so can I send you a delegation? Oh, good. Good. He seems happy about it. That's fine. That's no big deal. I would really like to deal with these, scouts here, but I think... If they're just scouting, then it's no problem. If they're just doing what they do, that's no problem. What can I do for you? Open borders. You're gonna give me 7 gold per turn for 30 turns. Can I get that without the open borders? Of course you do. Of course you want that. I would like some gold up front and gold per turn. And I'm not giving you open borders. I will take less gold per turn. I will take 5. And I will also take... Let's say 70 gold. No? Okay. I will take 50 gold. I will take 7 gold per turn. Okay. I will take 6 gold per turn. I will accept that deal. Because the... Thank you, friend. Friend! That's what we're going for, is it? Ah, now this is interesting. I will also accept this deal. Everyone wants my incense. And I'm okay with that. Very much okay with that. Right. We have these builders. I would like the builder to head over there. So builder go there. And my trader, I would like you to go somewhere where you're going to get a lot of profit, which looks to be Brussels, plus 11. Plus some production, which is nice. Now, you would automatically build roads if I sent you to, like, Philadelphia, New York, Charleston. But I think I'm going to go to Brussels. Which is in a very unique direction. We haven't been down that way yet, so we will send it to Brussels. As for production, in the great city of Washington, tempted to go with the Swordman. Very, very tempted to go with the Swordman. Terracotta Army. You know what? I'm going to try for the Terracotta Army. Disappointingly, it's going to have to go there, but I'm going to try for Terracotta Army, because if I can get that, then that promotion level is actually going to be super useful, because I can upgrade all of my units that are on this front line, because they have a few upgrades out there. I don't know what their upgrade happens to be, but I can upgrade all of my military units, which, now that I think about it, does actually seem like a good idea. You have so few troops. I'm not worried, mate. I'm not. I honestly don't care. Oh, look at that aqueduct. That's beautiful.
Being a mercenary, though, hey,
ooh, hello.
just go wherever there's a mixture of money and trouble.
Okay, okay. Let's look at me civics. Let's see. Naval tradition will give me an envoy. Let's look for alliances. Let's see if we can get an alliance going here. As for Philadelphia, tempted to go for a builder, but I don't know that we need it. Although it could be useful. Honestly, I think commercial hub, because we can get more trading and all that stuff. Encampment, though. Military facilities. Entertainment complex. We haven't really got that yet. Let's go for an entertainment complex, and let's sort of throw it just there. And as for envoys, we'll go ahead and we're going to send one to Seoul, I guess. That'll give me a bit more science in my campus in Philadelphia, which I think is going to be useful. Seems these scouts aren't really interested in moving. I can hear something moving around there. I don't know if it was one of my units or if it was one of their units, but there was definitely something sort of wandering around a little bit. Okay, you guys can go ahead and get me a lumber mill, which is going to provide a little bit more in the way of production. And then I think sending you over there is going to be a good idea to boost the production in Charleston. Then we can head to New York as well. That's the plan anyway. We'll see if it works. I am also super tempted to head over and take out these scouts, but I just don't think I want to... I don't want to move from this front line. We've got military engineering. Good. That's very good. Why are we going for apprenticeship? Oh, so apprenticeship... I see. Apprenticeship, I assume, is going to lead into... I assume my tech tree is basically automating itself right now. Because what I'm assuming is... Yeah, gunpowder's going to come off of apprenticeship. So that makes sense. Okay. Fair enough. Next turn, we don't have enough housing in New York. That can be fixed. That can be sorted. Gifts of maize and chocolate. Your delegation is most welcome, sir. Thank you very much. That is hugely appreciated. That's what that is. Hugely appreciated. We just lost... After a shift in envoys. Oh. Is that so? Is that so? I still have my bonuses, but they no longer want me to be, I'm not even going to try and say that. Interesting. Influenced by 3 civs. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it's Scythia. Okay, I need more envoys then. I definitely need more envoys. Or I need to declare war, either or. It does seem like they are trying to expand their front line, so... Maybe once the Terracotta Army's done, I can go ahead... Did I just have a trade route plundered? No, I think it's about to be, though. I might go ahead and expand this front line a little bit further with a few more swordsmen. But we'll see. We can totally see. Hopefully you're going to attack those guys. Certainly looks like it. There we go. Oh, yeah. That was useful. Definitely useful, but you're expanding dangerously along my border. Can't say I'm a fan of that, buddy. Well, I say buddy. I don't think buddy is the way I would describe the Scythian Empire at this point. I do think I want to... Are they leaving? Okay, fair enough. I do think I want to settle another city sort of down here. Not that I necessarily need it, but I definitely want it. Just because... Oh, there's a barbarian camp over there. Just because it'll stop them from sort of expanding this way a little bit. Definitely looks like their army's sort of disbanding. Which pleases me greatly, I'm gonna be honest. That's, something I'm okay with. Something I'm definitely okay with. Alright, we got apprenticeship. Can I go straight for gunpowder? Yes, I can. 22 turns is a lot, admittedly, but if I build an armory, I can boost that. The question is, can I purchase an armory? Yes, I can. 700 gold is a lot, but we're going to do it because I want the boost to gunpowder. So we have the armory. You guys can go ahead and improve that tile with a bit more production. And then you can, I suppose... head over and deal with that tile as well, and get a bit more production going on for New York. If I built farms as well, we would have more housing, so maybe we do that instead. Yeah, they are definitely leaving. What is this? Do I want to see my people taken as slaves? No, you just sent me a delegation. You just sent me... Ay, ay, ay.